to Precious Gnomies and more. How is everyone today? Hope you all are doing good. Let me find me here so that I can see y'all's comments. Give me just a second to catch up with you. Let's see here. Okay, we don't want to hear me. All right. Hello, Karen. How are you today? Now, hello, Sharon. Welcome, welcome. I want the comments to come up here, but they're not. Well, I'll go back in. Oh, technical difficulties. I'm telling you, every time I get on, there's something. So how is everyone today? Doing well, I hope, for this evening. Well, it looks like I'm just going to have to read the comments from up there, which is fine, easily done. I'm going to reposition you guys. I got you up a little too high. Whoops, if I don't knock you all over. I'm doing good. How are you? Hello, Miss Jo May. How are you doing today, my dear? Okay. That looks like a good angle of everywhere where I work. Yep, can see it. Okay. Because if I bring you down much more, I lose some light. I got a new device, so hopefully I sound better and I still look good and I'm not cutting out. And everything is great for you. The test went good, so we'll go from there. So tonight we are going to do a sunflower gnome. It is Jo May's kit. You can go and see her at Granny's Gnome Hats, Kits, Chunky Yarn, and Ribbon. And I will have that link down below. I will somehow figure out how to link it. Hi, Sue Ann. Nice to see you. But with this kit, let me pull it all in. You get this lovely stuff here. So you get 2 arms, 2 legs. Get this beautiful sunflower. This gorgeous hat. I mean, that is just beautiful. I love this hat. Just so vibrant and beautiful. All the colors you can get out of that. Oh. And then she gives you 2 bags. So in bag number 1, we have our fur, which is this nice dark green fur. Kind of hard to see on camera. I know, right, Karen? That hat is to die for. But this is a forest green. It's really beautiful. I'm going to put that back in here so I can set it back aside. And then in the other bag, you have your nose, which is a ping pong ball wrapped in nylon. You have your 2 shoes. She gives you a white and a black sock. Hi, Evelyn. Nice to see you, honey. So you can choose which color for your body, or if you do a fill sock and then a body sock, more power to you. And then 2 beads for hands. So I'm going to set that aside. Now, I did add a few things to this kit, just because of how I do my gnomes. But you can totally make a gnome out of everything that she gives you for the kit, without adding anything. I was going to do a sit-down gnome, but I'm not as comfortable with them. I've only made like 4 or 5, so I'm going to do a standing gnome tonight because that's what I'm comfy with and that's what I like to do. So we're going to do a stand-up gnome tonight. And I don't know if hat's going to stand all the way up or if we're going to let it droop over a bit. Hard telling because it's so beautiful. I kind of want it all to be seen, so I might stand it all the way up and stuff. But I did add a few things. So what I did add is the pool noodle. We will be making it with the pool noodle. It is 11 inches all the way around and 5 inches from top to bottom. See all those? Thank you, guys. I'm going to make little pants for him, and so I went with green pants to bring the green out in the hat. I thought it went very well together. He's going to have black arms, and I'm going to do the black body, I think. Sunflowers. I thought it would look really cute. And he's going to have a little yellow button on it. Thank you, Miss Evelyn. Yeah, do that thing that I'm not supposed to say. But send the cares around. Yeah. Because we're Care Bears and we care a lot. And then I have this adorable little pot here. It says Flowers and Garden. I know it's backwards for you guys. Sorry. And I have a little styrofoam brick in here. And I have a big bunch of sunflowers that I have an overabundance of from summer. So I was going to make a sunflower pot. Then I have little bitty sunflowers. So like if you want to put like a little bouquet on his little vest or something, we can do a sunflower or two. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I'm going to use it all, but I have it all over here to be used. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to get started. So, y'all ready? Oh, I knew it just shook you. Didn't think about that. Alright, so let me set this aside now that we went through everything. And dun dun dun. We're going to cover our pool noodle with the black sock. And this is a woman's sock, which fits just perfectly on these pool noodles if I get it positioned correctly. I gotta get the toe up here and stuff, then the anklet part will be up here where you can't see it, and it'll look all beautiful, and then shove it in the hole, because that's what I do. Yeah, I didn't see any felt, honey, but that is totally fine. I have improvised and added to make a wonderful standing gnome. So if there's usually felt, Joe May is telling me there is usually felt in there for you guys, so you won't have to do that, but I'm making him some clothes tonight. He's going to be a little dapper man, or try to be. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. So, we got that. And then I'm going to wrap his little arms next and get off all those little fuzzies on my black, because it's the hardest thing in the world to keep straight is the black. And then yeah, I think I'm going to put the bead on first. So I'm going to take me a dot of glue and I'm going to put the bead on. And if you hear my dog, she has decided it is time to go to sleep and she is snoring. Then I'm going to put a bead of glue all the way around where I put that dot of glue. And make sure I have this right. Yep, got the right side. And then we're just going to roll this. And I forgot to put a strip going down. That kind of helps, y'all. Put a strip going down. I got the butterflies for some reason. Don't ask why. I should be just so confident. I've done these so much now. Well, not a lot, but I've done them. I should feel comfy. But nope, I got the butterflies. Hi, Miss Sheila. How are you today, honey? Welcome, welcome. We are just wrapping an arm here. We're to the end here, so we are going to put a strip down here. I'm going to get as close to the edge as I can. And we're going to roll it in. And just tap her down. Tap, tap, tap away. And I like to go down the seam and just push it closed to make sure I got it really good. Some of it will ooze out, but that is okay. You can fix that. Just take the tip of your glue gun and go over it, and it will melt right up. Or if you don't like to use the tip of your glue gun, you can use a blow dryer. Will do the exact same thing. I'm just kind of impatient. Hi, Dana. How are you, hon? Nice to see you made it. Me and her were chatting before stream for a hot minute there. Oh, thanks, Barbara. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get the other arm going. Alright. And we're going to put the bead on there. And I just hold it for a second just to make sure it kicks in there. Sharing is caring. Yes, it is. We like to share a lot. Put that strip of glue around here now so I can get a good seal at the cuff. Get this glue string out of my way because it thinks it needs to be there and I don't like it. Strip of glue down, and I know I'm kind of in your way. I'm so sorry. It's just how my wrist bend and my angle. I can't be that flexible, y'all. I'm rolling. You ain't missing a lot. Just roll it, y'all. Like Miss Robin says, y'all know how to roll. We've rolled in the day. Just roll. Not gonna say what y'all rolled. To each their own, but you know, just roll. And close her up. And like I did before, I'm going to go down this seam here and get a good seal on it. Hi, Vicki. Nice to see you. How are you doing tonight, ma'am? I am doing well. Decided to come on get Jomay's kit out there because I literally just got it in the mail like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And I've been itching to do it. And I'm like, can't wait any longer. Must make this. I could have got it sooner, but we had a family emergency, so I didn't check the mail for a couple days, so could have been there sooner. Alright, so we have 2 arms now. We got body, we got arms. If I was making a sit-down gnome, I would use these other 2 curlers that she gave me, but I am going to use my 2 dowel rods because I want it to stand, and that'll give me more stability than the curler. Let's get it right. Curler. You are very welcome. Anytime I get a chance to come on, I am going to come on. I'm trying to get up to 1 a week, but I'm trying out my systems to make sure everything sounds good and looks good before I commit to coming on once a week. So hopefully this one is a lot better, because I know the last one we had it down to just sound and everything was okay. So hopefully I fixed sound and we're good to go. Now if I was doing a sit down gnome, what I would do is what Robin has taught everybody to do. So that's who the credit goes to, because I didn't come up with this. But you're going to take a small wooden dowel. I will, Miss Barbara. And about 3 inches long, nothing huge. But you're going to want to pop off this end button here. Stick it in the end in here with your wire. About 1 inch in and have about 2 inches out. So I would cut this about right here, and then I would stick this into the bottom of my pool noodle here. So it'd be like that, and then that way his little legs could bend. But I'm not going to do a sit down gnome. So these 2 curlers I'm going to put aside because I'm not going to use them, but I just wanted to show you guys how quickly how you could easily make a sit down gnome and transfer this into a sit down if you wanted. And I need to take a drink, so excuse me while I open it and take a sip. Because I just looked over and I'm like, I didn't open it. Imagine that. Alright, so let's go ahead and put on our beard, is where I want to start. Alright, let's grab this lovely, lovely green beard. Oh my gosh. It's so dark on camera, but in real life, it is absolutely beautiful fur. The camera just doesn't do it justice. It is beautiful from Miss Joann, and she's already has it cut into a little rounded pattern for you, so you don't even have to worry about that, which makes it really nice. I'm just brushing it out because I like mine to be like au naturel, I guess is what you want to say. There's a small time lapse. Okay, try going out and coming back in, then maybe it's not connecting well for you. So I'm just going to put a strip of glue here at the top. And, yep, there's my front. And I'm going to put the glue here, right up here at the very top of the pool noodle, so where it's on that edge. And then I'm going to need that brush back. Oh, so beautiful. Then I want him to have a little mustache, I think. So I'm going to brush it over on each side. Hi, Miss Sheila. You're very welcome, Vicky. Not a problem. I like to give you guys alternatives if I can think of them to help out, because you might want it to just be slightly different from mine and like not drop it like that and have to redo what you're doing. Alright, so now I have a nice little separated area where I can put the nose that is in the center. And like there is barely any fallout from this fur. It is like beautiful fur. Then I'm going to take a piece of binder string here and tie it on here because there's a rubber band. And we all know rubber bands go brittle, and I don't want that nylon to come off. So I'm just going to double secure it. And that's just a me thing. Then I'm going to put a bit of glue right here on the corner of the nose where I'm going to put it. And we're just going to slide that bad boy right on. And we're going to hold it until it dries. That's my Pepsi girl. Yes, I am a Pepsi girl. Very, very much so. You drink Pepsi Zero, taste a little better than Diet. I agree. If I have to drink a Diet one, I will do Pepsi Zero before I will do Diet. Diet is just not my thing. And the artificial sugars in the diet, if you're trying to lose weight, is not good for you. Your bodies don't break it down. I didn't know if you guys know this. So if you're going to drink soda pop, it is just better to drink the real thing and get the taste, but limit yourself to how much. Which is what I'm doing. I drink 2 cans a day. One of them is with you tonight. Oh, he's looking so cute already. He's got a little mushy stash in his little nose. He's adorable. He's gonna be so cute. Okay. Then we're gonna put on our arms, and I bend just a little bit here at the top. You drink for 45 years and just started drinking zero. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you did that, girl. There's no way I could do that. I would have gone crazy drinking Diet. Put a little bit of glue here on the bend of the arm. And then right here, see if I can get a good angle of it for you guys. I know it's black on black, so it's hard. Right at that fur line is where I'm going to attach this arm. It's really hard to see. Sorry, guys. Zero's not bad. It's really not. Not as good as the original, but it's not bad. So we're just going to hold this for a quick minute and let it sit for a minute. So what did everybody have for dinner tonight? Anything really good? Hi, Miss Jeannie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, wonderful. Ignore that. Doesn't matter. They will get the answering machine. And yes, I'm weird. We have a home phone and I have an answering machine. I know it's an outdated thought, because most people just use cell phones anymore, but we still have a landline and stuff. So, sorry, you get to listen to it. And I'm gonna try to not. Oh, meatloaf. Nothing yet on the West Coast. Ooh, we're getting ready for dinner over there. and stuff. So, and everything. Not so silly. Yeah, it wasn't when the kids were younger. Now that the kids are older and they've moved out, I'm kind of thinking of going ahead and getting rid of it. But my husband is a diehard and doesn't want to get rid of it. So I'm just making sure the arms are the same length and I've been at the same spot and stuff at this moment. But I'm to the point now I could give up the home phone because we had it for emergencies for the kids for when they were home, but they're all grown now and out of the house, so it doesn't matter anymore. But my husband's a diehard. Alright, glue here on the bend. And put it right here at the hairline. What that also does is when you put it at the hairline, the arms are on the side, however, they're just a little bit forward on the side, which gives them that little bit of arch when you do the elbow and everything. I think it makes the shoulders more pronounced when you put the hat on. So that's why I do that. Dry, glue, dry. Alright. So we'll let that dry and we're going to work on his little pants. So I have a nice rectangle here. Ooh, meatloaf in the oven. That sounds delish. And this is 12 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. So the reason I did that was because it's 11 inches all the way around, and you want to give a little bit of inch room for your seams, or it'll be way too tight to get on. Thank goodness that it's felt and it will stretch a little bit if I'm off. And then the legs, when we put them on, these are going to stick out about 5 inches. So the 8.5 will give him the other 3 inches to go across the pool noodle and up to make kind of like a butt area. I don't know if he'll have as good a butt as the last guy I did, but he'll have a butt. Alright. So I'm off on my cut just a little bit, which is fine. It's all doable. There we go. Alright, I like that. We'll just do that. So, and I'm doing it wrong. So we're going to stop. I have it turned the wrong way. It's breakfast in Western Australia? Well, good morning, Miss Sheila. Good morning. Nice to have you all the way from Australia. So I'm just going to wait for this to dry so I can flip it and I'll show you how to do this right. Yes, Karen got him and his butt is so cute. Yes, he has like a little booty area. It's all about the stuffing, girls. The stuffing does it. You don't have to worry. It is gorgeous. Alright. Out, Simba. My dog is playing under the table. Alright, so you won't see that little mess up, so that is good. So you want to fold together the right sides of your fabric, not the wrong way, like I did. So you want the inside to be what you want on the outside. And then you line up your fabric, which we gotta go through that. Then you put a glue bead down the whole seam here. And I had just enough. The glue just ran out. Then you want to squish it to get a good seal. It will make the seam a little bit bigger, but you'll get a better seal. And for pants, I think the seal is the most important. Hi, Miss Teresa. How are you, honey? Nice to have you, my dear. And then the other side that's folded, we are going to cut it now down that folded seam, because I want a pants seam. I don't want it to be folded. I want it to look like pants. So the easiest way to make it in half is to do it this way. Then you're going to put a strip of glue going down. Ooh, I got over a little bit much. And then we are just going to press that together and get a nice good seam going. And some of the glue will ooze out and all that good stuff, but you know, it's good. I am glad to see you too, Miss Teresa. Glad you are doing great. Alright. So, I'm just going to trim up this bottom hem because now that we have the sides together, I notice I'm off a little bit. There we go. Now we are good. Then we are going to fold this in half so the two glued seams put together long ways. This is where I keep my ruler on hand, and we're going to put it here, and I'm going to cut up 4.5 to 5 maximum, and make sure you get both pairs. We're going to go 4 3/4, right in between the 4.5 and 5. Then you're going to unfold it. You're going to pull this leg up, strip of glue, close to the seam as you can get, put her back down, and flatten it. And get glue on yourself. So right now would be a great job for pink fingers. But I like to play with glue, evidently, because I have my pink finger right here. Not sure if I've said it yet, but hi Sheila. If I have, then hi twice. Lucky you. Then we're going to take the other pant leg, and usually the middle area here gets extra glue in it, so just kind of like pull it apart, and then glue on down and smush this side too, smash it in good, get a nice good seam going again. And then you just want to take your little legs, because they'll be glue, and just pull it apart. So that way the glue doesn't glue together, but it glues together. If that makes any sense. Alright. We're going to set that apart to dry. And we are going to put on our legs now. No, I lied. We're going to do the shoes while everything dries. So, I have two little black rectangles, They are 3 inches tall by 9 inches long, and I won't need all of it. And then my little rock collection, I just find a rock that fits in here and can weigh it down. There we go. So I tap a piece of glue here. Put that beautiful rock in there. And this gives me the weight to my shoes. Sometimes I put poly beads in there and seal it off, but most of the times I put marbles or the rocks or whatever I'm using, because then I don't have to seal the extra of the bottom of the shoe and it don't fall out because the glue is holding it. Alright, let's get our black looking black again and get off all the fuzzies from my table, because there's fuzzies everywhere when you're working with black. Then I'm going to take my shoe, I'm going to hold it in my thumb, and I'm going to put a bead of glue going down this back line. I'm going to put this as close to the edge of the shoe as I can and push it up in that glue. Then I'm going to hold there and flip this back. I'm going to go 3/4 of the way down the shoe to that line. And I'm going to wrap this around to the edge. Yes, I've tried the other ways and it's just so messy, and if you do rock or a marble, because I do the flat-sided marbles where one side's rounded, one side's flat from the Dollar Tree, I just ran out and they didn't have any, so I got their bag of rocks this time. But it's so less messy, and the weight sometimes I find is better than like the poly pellets or the rice, because you only get so little weight with that, and these items are more denser, so you get more oompage. Then I'm just going to cut off this extra here. I'm going to put a bead of glue going all the way down, and we're going to connect that up. It's a little tall, but I'm going to work with it. Alright, now that it sets for a second, you're going to put a dot of glue on the bow of the shoe and up to the V. So I start the dot and then I let go and pull up, and then you can push this. So you got the dotted glue here, and you got a little bit of glue here at the V, so it's going to want to hold that really well for you. It's kind of hard to see with all the black, I'm so sorry, but it just goes so well with it. Then we're just going to fold these together and squish it in. Oh, I gotta put the glue in first. I get so ahead of myself. I'm just like, yeah! So you want to put a bead of glue all the way around inside. It doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect. It's just going to grab that felt when you push it in there. And I always start with the front, so that way the front of my shoes look the way I want. Then I push the back and then the sides. And then you get a nice tight shoe and glue strings. Then you got this beautiful little shoe. Then For the bottom, we just put glue all the way around the edge. And then I fill up this little circle thing here. And then I shove it down on the felt. And I set it aside while we are working on the other one. And we'll do the same process. Oops, I forgot to clean it. And it's got a couple. It's not as bad as the other one, but it's got a couple. There we go. Thank goodness glue waits. It just gets a little cooler and a little tackier. Alright. And then we'll go around the shoe again. All the way to the end here. Then we'll cut her off again. Get this back over here, and I'll save this one for another project. Yeah, those are so bad that you don't have a Dollar Tree. Now, you can make these with a half of an Easter egg and a shot solo cup. If you guys don't know how to do that on another live, we can do that. And you can also order them off of Amazon, and eBay has them. But they do make perfect for my size gnomes, so I do love them quite well. Not enough to buy the whole case, but probably around Christmas time I'll be at the whole case level. I'm waiting for that kick in sales again. And then shove it in. Nope, gotta get glue again. Told you, I like to get ahead of myself. I always shove it in, and then I realize I gotta put glue in there every time. Alright. Nice and tight. Cute little gnome shoe. Now for the sole. Whee! Around we go. Stop it. I touched it. Made the glue go everywhere. Alright, I'm going to cut off one shoe so that one can sit. And then I just cut around it. I keep my shoe facing up towards me. And I keep the blade of the scissors flat against the shoe. That'll give you the closest, straightest edge so that the shoe doesn't show out. Simba, leave that alone. Good girl. Sorry, my dog was getting into my crafts, and we just can't have that. I need my crafts. over the past week and a half, I just went out and did a huge fall haul, so I can do a bunch of scarecrows and stuff like that. I'm so excited. You got the medium shoes on Amazon? Yes, I did too. They are really good. The witch shoes, if you watched my witch live, that one had the medium shoes on them. Okay. So now we're going to put on the legs. We should be dry. Yep. Let's bend the little arms, because I like my little arms bent. Alright, and then we're going to center off the nose. You're going to go down. I have a hole there, but I'm going to go over to the side, that center. I'm going to make a slit in the sock, and the same side, on the opposite side, the same size slit. That's what I'm trying to say. Then I'm going to shove my scissors in a small way to make a start of a hole. Then the stick I use is a 12-inch long dowel that I cut in half, or actually my husband cuts them in half for me. And then they come from Walmart in a pack of 10 for like $1.97. Hi Donna, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Hope you enjoy so far. This is what we have. We have a greened beard little guy with black arms and a black shirt right now. But we got to put his little vest on and put his little legs on, all that good stuff. Then the side of the thing, the side of the stick my husband cuts, I put the glue there so I can shove that up in the pool noodle. Because since it's a pool noodle, it won't matter. So I shove it up. I use my ruler, make sure I have about 5 inches sticking out, and I'm a little under 5, so that's fine. Then I'm going to do the other side. And in this side, I'm not going to measure. I'm going to leave it a little long and stand it on my table and push down until they both end up. So that way he'll be balanced once we get there. I can't let go of him now because he's just on sticks. Alright, so the pants should be good. So we're going to turn our pants inside out. Inside, outside right, right side out. You know what I'm trying to say. Me and words today, we're not having a good day. So, and just kind of like stretch at the crotch area because, you know, you'll get some moose knuckles going. We don't want that. Alright. Then we are going to stretch them on our little Gnome here. Ooh, I did good at the roundabout. Alright, there we go. Then I'm just bending it down at the top to make like a seam. It's tight enough that you don't need to glue it or anything all the way around to hold it. You can if you want, but I find that it holds just fine. But I do take the edge here at the seam and I tack that. And then I tack it down to the body. That's the only bad part of working with black. Every little thing shows on it. This little guy is going to get lint rolled before he leaves. Then this side I'll put a tad bit of glue here, tack them down, drop a glue on the body, tack it in, and I got my finger in it. There we go. All fixed. His vest will cover it. Then I take a little bit and I tack down right here just to kind of hold it there. Don't want it to scooch down as I am putting stuffing up his legs, because I don't like them to look all little. Okay, fold your beard up a minute, because I got to get in here and tuck right here at the very front. There we go, dude. Thanks. Alright. Now for his vest. Yes, I used a pool noodle. It is 11 inches all the way around, and it is 5 inches tall from top to bottom. Then this is the vest. It comes to a point on the end, a triangle, and it's just a long rectangle. Why, thank you, Miss Joann. From point to point, it is 12 inches long, and it is 3.5 inches wide. And then we just put this on. It's going to go up under his arms and under his little beard here. You put the little points together. And then I just tack it with glue, make like a little triangle of glue, and glue it to the body. Now I was going to use yellow, because I mean we're doing sunflowers. But the yellow I had was really bright, and this one is like a really orangish yellow. It's not really bright. I mean, like, the yellow I have is like really bright. It's like brighter than the sunflowers. Hi, Miss Jolene. Nice to see you, honey. Then I'm going to take his little button. And it's not like you're going to see it, but if someone picks up the beard, they'll see it. And for me, it just makes me feel as he's finished. And we're just going to glue that down. I'm going to hold that up because the glue seeped through the little buttons. I don't know if you can see that on camera. But that's how it looks under there. So it's got like the little points of the vest and stuff. But I mean, his beard will cover that. So I decided to go with orange and bring out the little bit of orange towards the yellow, towards the middle of the sunflower, which I thought was really pretty. That way the sunflower that he's holding will stick out more. And we just gotta let that dry so that glue doesn't do anything, but it makes it look like it's starting to like fall downwards, so I'm holding it the other way. But it looks like kind of like the thread of the button. At least that's what it makes me feel like, so that's what I do. It's good now, so there we go. And then there's the back of him so far, which the hat will come down and cover this, so you won't see any of that. You wondered how to make a vest. Yes. Very simple vest. Easy to get it around, and once you put on the hat, you'll never know. The customer will never notice because you're tacking down the hat, and it's simple and easy for you. So now we are going to put some stuffing up the legs. If you guys watched any of my lives, you know that I like to stuff them because they don't have scrawny little legs. I mean, their legs aren't like just a stick. So I take my stuffing and I take my stick and we shove the stuffing up there. And this is where he gets his little butt from. So you're going to shove stuffing on one side of the stick, then you're going to shove stuffing on the other side of the stick. You're going to kind of maneuver it around. So that way, we are using a pool noodle. This also helps. So it rounds out the bottom to where you can't tell it's like a pool noodle. Like it's just flat. You want it to give some oomph-age to it. So, he's got a little booty with his leg. So now for the other side, and I like to work on the tops first, and I go on the outside first because that's where you're going to have most of your room at. So I put my biggest piece of fluff out there, and I push it up. And that fills out his little pants and makes it like the legs there, and he's got a thigh. Then I put on the inside and I do a smaller strip there and just shove it up. And then I do another small strip, and I do that on the top actually. And I shove that up. Now this is where you define the front, you define the butt. So if you don't like something, like I don't like how this leg looks in the back, so you just stuff it. Push the stuff in there. And then there you go. He has kind of like a little booty and legs. And then once you get that defined the way you want, then I just pull some stuffing up and finish filling out the legs. And remember to go on one side of the stick, then the other side of the stick, and then I kind of squish. Because, you know, as you go from your top of your leg down to the bottom of your leg, it gets a little thinner towards the ankle. So you kind of want to squish it so that it gets a little thinner. Then I'm going to pull this up so you can see I'm stuffing at the little wooden dowel. So the wooden dowel is there and the stuffing is there. Then I take these hex nuts. They are 7/16. And I just twist it on the wooden dowel. And that's going to give me stability in my shoe. And stuffing onto the other one. Is everything okay, guys? Did I miss something while I was instructing that? Was I not very clear? Ask again. I think I missed something. Alright. Stuffaroo. Out. You're getting into a lot of mischief tonight, young lady. Alright, I'm going to fold this up. All good, okay. Didn't know if I'd missed something or what. Alright. So, then I'm just going to shove the stuffing up a little farther, because this is what's going to go in the shoe, and then the pants leg is going to come down around the shoe. So we're going to take his little shoes, and we're going to squirt glue in there. I do 2 pumps, which after all that felt pretty much fills it up. Then I'm going to shove this down in there. And pull his little leg down. There we go. And yep, I need a new glue stick. I thought it was going to run out on me. Alright, I am good. So 2 pumps in this one. And shove it down in there. This one's a little tighter, so I'm going to have to shove a little harder. But that is okay. Pull his little pant leg down. And I want it to look like a little hem, so I'm just rolling it up a little bit. Plus it's helping to fill out his little ankle area when you do that. Then you have your standing gnome, like that. So, up close, that is what his feet look like now. And he's all good, he's stuffed up. Don't like how the back of that leg looks right there. Give me just a second. Must have grabbed him. Yeah, he needs a little bit more stuffing. I must have unfluffed his stuffing when I grabbed that leg. So everything is always fixable. There we go. Fluff out his little booty area. And there he is from the back. Alright. And he stands very easily, since what he's going to be holding, his legs, I put very center in him because he's just going to be holding a sunflower. So it's very light. Now we're going to put on his hat. So what I like to do is take a puff ball of fluff and wad it up. And then squirt glue all over the top. I know I'm weird. Whee! This forms like his head. And then you just shove the fluff ball on here. And it will fluff out. It's okay. Yes, the sunflower fabric is to die for. It is so, so cute. And I am going to stuff the hat because I want it to stand completely up. Because I want to showcase off that hat. Because this hat is the main attraction of him. It is totally beautiful. Now Miss Jo May will have about 10 to 12 kits available of this. So, like I said, I will get a link on here to her page for you. And then you guys can go over there and message her and talk to her about that. But I'm pretty sure she said it was, let me double check. I don't want to quote wrong. They are $15 plus shipping, and she'll have about a dozen kits. So if you like the way he turns out, you can easily get you one, and then you can follow my life and put him together, or you can put him together however you would like, and, you know, change him up, make him sit down. But I want this hat to stand up quite well because I want to see it. It's got the cardinals, it's got the sunflowers, well, not cardinals, the yellow birds and robins, I think. I'm not a bird person, so don't ask me what type of bird it is. Alright, then we're going to shove his little hat on his head, and I always pull it over the nose, and then I get the back and I shove it down the back, and you got to shove all the stuffing up, you got to shove it over the arms. And I don't have enough stuffing in there, so that's what I wanted to see. Yes, these kits are to die for. Pull up his little vest here a little bit. Pull his little hat down. There we go. And then, I'm weird. I start at the back when I do hats like this, and I tack the back down. Okay, and then I turn him over and I go to the front. I pull it up on the nose, to where I want it. Get the glue off my finger. I fold it up. I put the glue down. And then I put this right in that glue. And some oozed out, so I'm just going to clean her up. And yes, I have a trash can on each side of me over here. I have this really small one over here because I'm right-handed. I put all the little glue right there. And then I have my big one to the left of me for all of my big stuff. Then once I got the top tacked down, I got the back tacked down, then I tack the sides of the hat down. I put a little dot of glue there. And I hold it down. And this is where you push that little bit of stuffing up there too. Then I'm going to do a little bit on this side so I can get the holding process done on both as fast as possible for y'all. because this part you don't want to speed through. You want to make sure it tacks in there. Alright, let it sit. Got it yet? Almost. It pulled away just a bit. Because I'm using a pool noodle, it's very tight fit. But if I use the pool noodle size down, it's very loose fit. So I'd rather have a tight fit than a loose fit. You just have to really make sure you get the glue and you hold it. There we go. Oh, he's looking adorable. Then I'm going to put him on the side. I'm going to pull it down on his arm. Fold it up. And put a line of glue on his arm. And put the hat down on it. And I got my finger in it again. Man, I made my finger tonight. Clean that up really quick. There we go. Other side. Line of glue. Put it down on the hat. There we go. And he is looking adorable. I'm so glad I made that hat stand up because it really needs it. There he is. There is the hat and the fabric. So all we got to do now is put his little sunflower in his hand. Let's see here. Let's cut this down just a little bit. My puppy is having puppy tears. If I grab the right scissors, it might make it easier on my life. Nope, there's a wire in here. I need my wire cutter. That made my life easy. Ha ha! Alright, so I'm going to have him holding a sunflower. And I'm going to put it right here in this hand or this hand. Let's go this hand. And I got my finger in it. The magic of the night, I got my finger in it. And just waiting for it to dry. Thank you guys. I'm glad you are enjoying him, but thank you mainly to Joann for having such a beautiful kit that you can make such a beautiful gnome, and just he's simply adorable. You can do it as a girl, you can do it as a boy. I chose a boy. I really like the fur. I was the fur did it for me. I saw the fur and I'm like, no, fur. I need that fur in my life. Alright, dry. Sit down. Gosh darn it. Me and my big fat fingers. There we go. And there he is, all done, holding a sunflower. He is totally adorable. I'll get him a little closer. There's his hat, so you guys can see the details in him. I'll slowly bring him up for you. There's his little face with his sunflower. Oh, there's a little side view. There's the back. The booty. There he is. So I'm going to set him to the side. And before I let you guys go tonight, I am going to do him a little flower bucket I'm going to do with him. So I'm going to take this foam and I'm just going to shove glue on it like crazy. And I'm going to shove it down in my bucket here. Then off of my huge sunflowers, because, you know, I told my husband I wanted sunflowers and I was sick that day, so I didn't go out. And he found these and was like, sunflowers, and like, they're huge, but they're beautiful. And we are going to make him a little pot of sunflowers really quick. Now, I am no flower person, but that is beautiful. The flowers kind of overtake my pot a little bit, but I still think it's beautiful. And he goes really good with it, like he's just got a pot of sunflowers and he's carrying one himself. So this is the way I am going to sell him. I think he is totally adorable and very, very beautiful. Thank you so very much, Gnome, for having such a beautiful kit. I mean, it doesn't do it justice. This hat is beautiful. The fur is gorgeous. And his pot of sunflowers that are as big as he is pretty much is totally gorgeous. So if you are interested in him, yes, freshly picked and ready to go in, just PM me after the live and we will talk. And until then, I will let you guys go. Oh, hold on. I got to give you Joe May's page. Maybe. Nope, can't do it that way. Can't do it that way. Can't do it that way. Okay, I will will find a way to put it into the link of this. I might have to do like a comment down below and do that because I'm having trouble, and I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me have trouble. So I will get that up shortly after the video goes live. I will probably comment down below the video her business page so you guys can PM her there, or I notice some of you has already gotten together and everything, and she's going to PM you after the live. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Do hit up Joann. This is a very, very beautiful kit. Couldn't have done it without her. And until next week, guys, have a great night. Bye. Coming to shut you off.